Okay, E-step calibration. That's something people often are confused on how to do, and so this is how I'm doing it. I'm using like a leftover piece of filament, doesn't have to be very long. Then I take a measuring tape or stick that has millimeters on it, and I put a tape at 120 millimeters or 12 centimeters. Then try not to fold it over. I align the 0 with the entrance of the PTFE down here, and I actually move it up a little bit. And on the top here, just keep the filament nice along the measuring stick. At the top here, I have my tape. Put that around the filament and just leave it as a flag here. Okay, and that tape is now at 120 millimeters. I have the nozzle preheated to 240 degrees because this is PEG, sorry. And I'm gonna extrude 100 millimeters in the UI at 5 millimeter per second speed, and I'm gonna do that now. You don't want to extrude it too fast. 5 millimeter is about right. Okay, and then it stops. And now I go and measure, and this here is exactly 2 centimeters, which means my E-steps are 100% correct. So I just extruded exactly 100 millimeters of filament, and that's how I do my E-step calibration.
In case your E-steps were not correct, here is how to calculate your new E-steps. So first you calculate what the actual extrusion length was. For that you take 120 millimeter and you subtract the remaining filament. So as an example, you had 14 millimeters left. You take 120 minus 14, that's 106 millimeters that were actually extruded. If you had, for example, 22 millimeters left, you take 120 millimeter minus 22, that's 98 millimeters extruded. Then to calculate the new E-steps, you take the old E-steps, you multiply by 100, and you divide it by the actually extruded length. So, for example, in our case, the standard extrusion E-step value is 400. You multiply that by 100, you divide it by 98, as per example above, and that gives you a new E-step value of 408.16. Then you go into the file and change your M92 from 400 to 408.16. And that's all there is to it. Then you stop the printer, like you power off the printer, and you start it again, and your new E-steps are set.